see, the first 15 minutes after the announcement of non-farm payroll, they made the dip, just to give that impression that Euro and GBP could come down. And after this, from 1345 onwards, they started gaining the levels. Slowly, they are gaining the levels and coming to that of the psychological number 1.09 in the case of Euro and 1.51 in the case of GBP. This is how they just make small swings, and people think that they are all nothing but momentum. But what is happening in the market is they make a small dip, induce the long holders to liquidate the long position, they absorb it and gain, and then afterwards, some people going for a small scalping of sell and buy, they induce them to do the sell and make a small dip so that those people can book about 10-15 pips profit, and then they'll gain again. So the scalpers will come into more position. Then suddenly they will gain the levels from 1430 GMT, and then the scalpers will also get trapped. So they want to have as much of short sellers in the market, and then they will all come for short covering during the weekend. Then they will make a quick upward move around 15:30, 16 GMT. Then everybody will be caught unaware. The long holders would have just liquidated the long positions out of fear that the market might reverse again. So when the profit is seen, it is better to book. That is what they book it. Later on, only the players will be holding the long positions. Rest of the traders, predominant of the traders, will be holding short positions. So they will be compelled to do the short covering for the weekend because they are afraid of the weekend scenario. Suddenly something could happen the next week. So they do not want to hold the last making position. They come for the short covering. This is what every time we come across as a scenario in the market. It is a question of the human psychology reacting and which is determining the levels in the market. And the players do it so nicely, and it appears that it is out of the collective move decisions of the human. But they are the one, they can make such moves in the market. As I told you, first 15 minutes dip, then later on gain. We cannot do that. They can only do it. But since I have been observing their moves like this for a long time, I know this is what they are going to do it. So without any fear, I am able to trade, provided the basic understanding of the players, the intention is understood. That is what I feel. So basically here, now it is 13:54 GMT. Another 6 minutes, they will try to slowly gain the level. They will not breach the high set for today now. But by 15 GMT, they will breach the high set for the day, quickly make 30 pips gain, and trap the short sellers, because many people might think that euro does not have a strength, it is in overbought conditions, etc., and then they will try to sell on rally, and they will induce them to sell and then trap. So that is why I always say that the trend is not always our friend. At times the trend is our friend, but predominant of the time the players create the trend to act against it of the traders pending positions, open positions.